Good evening. Give me a few seconds to get organised. Looks about as straight as that's going to get. Let's see if we can get logged in. Yep, straight there. Excellent. Fabulous. Hi, Heather. Welcome. How exciting. I'm so excited. Hi, Debbie. Hello, Michael. Antonetta, hi. Wow. Nearly time. Just 5 more minutes. Let people come and catch us up. Hi, Helen. Welcome. Happy Wednesday, Trina. Hi. I've got a cup of tea and it's grand. Life's good when you've got a cup of tea. I just realised I need some scrap. Oh my goodness. Hello, good evening. Hi, Alison. Dominique, hi. Agnes, welcome. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Are you good? Bessie, hello. Love ya. Wow, welcome everyone. I'm so pleased you're here. We've got something a bit special tonight. I'll tell you all about it at past. We're just waiting for people to come and join us. Wonderful. The new stamps are fantastic, Jules. Gotta love them. Seriously, gotta love them. They are lush. And as we talk about it, this is one of them, and that's another one. That might be one as well. That is. Hi, Philippa. You've ordered them. Well done, Debbie. Hi, Caroline. How are you doing, Philippa? Hope you're well. It's mad, isn't it? They weren't going to be released till tomorrow, but she didn't want to clash with other people, and being the nice person she is, decided to do it today. She'd been working hard to get it all ready and managed it. Yes, thumbs up, buttercups, please. Thanks, Diane. Hello, Poppy. Poppy says hello, everyone. Another couple of minutes and we'll get started. I think I've got everything here. Cloths, cleaning. I'm going to use a block for a colouring board. Sally Sunshine, love ya. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Lynn. Bless you. Poppy Sock says hello right back. Thanks, everyone. It really does make a difference to us, and it helps us to be able to keep these free lives open for you. Hi, Sarah. And aren't they gorgeous? They're just lovely, and I love your samples. Hello, Jenny. Welcome. You do need stamps to put in your pockets. Everybody does. One more minute whilst the last few come and join us. And then I'll let you know what's happening tonight, because it's a little bit special. It was a little sudden, but it's a little special. You've ordered yours. Oh, well done. Have you sorted out your... No, I haven't, Trudy. I've been far too busy. I've sorted out my electronic payments. I've sorted out my bookkeeping. I've sorted out lots of stuff, but I haven't got round to the button yet. What? Oh, what's this? New stamps. Yeah, new stamps. Hello, Rob. You all right, young man? Welcome. Right, it's turned 7:30, so good evening and welcome to Wednesday Live. So tonight it's extra special because tonight we have the release of a brand new set of stamps for Tracy Evans Boutique Designs. So let me just show you. These are one of them. I have the packets here. So we have, you have to excuse me because I bend the corner over so it fits. I don't like chopping bits off. Look at all these stamps. Can you believe how many stamps come in these packets? There's owls, periwinkle, roses, little tiny owls, look, street lamps, signs, a big rose and a little rose, and the same with the fences. I love the detail in these fences, is outrageous. So that's number 53. This is number 54. 3 inches snippets, one of a kind. Look at that. Follow your dreams. Like snowdrops. They're going to be really useful. And we've got 52. Look at this. There's all sorts. I love this black and white wording. And these little elements here are going to be fabulous for the journals. Look at these gorgeous spring flowers too. And then we've got some real stylized deer with their tree antlers. Something special. Wilderness. We've also got number 55. Look at these berries. And again, there's some smaller items in there. Cyclamen. I love cyclamen. One of my favourites. And we've got hares. We've got tiny hares. These are absolutely perfect for your 3 inches. But look at those berries. Rosehips. Love them. The berries are gorgeous, isn't they, Sally? You've just ordered a bundle. So we're going to use this set tonight, TE51. Create your own story. So that's just what we're going to do. They're beautiful, aren't they? I love the wellies. Again, it's the detail. It's these smaller stamps make all the difference to what we're making. And along with that are a couple of stencils. Look at that. You've even got all the inners. Harlequin, perfect for backgrounds. And this beautiful leaf again with the cutout so you can mask. So that's the collection. Now the good news. Do you want some good news? The excellent news. Tracy would like to give away one of these sets absolutely free to one of you guys tonight. That's any one of those I've just shown you, your choice. So what I'm going to do at the end of this video is write all your names down, put them in a hat, and pull one out. And I'll let you know as soon as I've done all that. It might take me a while because there's loads of you here. Thank goodness. So you choose. Have a think about it. Whilst I show you these ones. Absolutely love them. So I'm going to start with this big Helenum. I can never say these. You can tell they're still new. I love the flowers. The flowers are just delightful. I'm going to get this little one out as well. For use in the background. Got a nice little block for that one. What's this one say? Oh, I love this. A heart without dreams is like a bird without feathers. How true is that? So, let's see if we can make some dreams come true. It's amazing, isn't it? I don't think Tracy's going to be on tonight because I think she'll be packing. I think she'll be busy. I do believe. She'll be up all night again, I bet you. I love that sentiment too. It is stunning. So that's the stamps we're using. And these are all from TE51. Now, if we've got time at the end, which we probably will, I'll show you my 3 inches because I've used lots in there. Why not? So just to remind you what we're making. It's a bit of fussy cutting. But I'm going to start out with this background. And I'm going to be smooshing, as is my wont. And the inks tonight are going to be Rusty Hinge, Scorched Timber, Salvage Patina, Chipped Sapphire, and Antique Linen. I'm going to save that one for around the edges. So these are the ones we're going to make our background with. Pop that out of the way just for a few minutes. And I'm going to pop these. Ooh, look at that, juicy. Straight down on my craft mat. I find these craft mats are fabulous for smooching. Smooching. There. Nice collection of inks. And I'm just going to squirt that with plenty of water. The more water you use, the paler this is all going to be. A huge surprise. Isn't it lovely? Tracy is just amazing. So I'm just going to... This is Pink Frog watercolour card that I'm dunking. It's lovely, lovely autumnal colours. And we'll dry that off. Some lovely drippage, look at that. Yay! You like a bit of drippage? She is a very kind person. Hi, Pippa. Good, I'm glad you could join us. Before I cook my hands, I'm going to pinch some more of that colour. Look at those. It's great, isn't it? You get a lovely texture. You do, Jenny. Hi, Sazzles. You just use your oxides. Well, they work just as well with the oxides. I love my old Distress inks. I couldn't bear to part with them. It's the same colours, just a slightly different effect. Where do you place your order? I shall put a link on later, but if you have a look round, I'm sure you'll find it. It's Tracy Evans Boutique. Let me see. I think the website's on it. There you go. Oop, come back, it's alive. Tracy Evans, Tracy at Craft Addicts. No, that's the email. It's Tracy Evans Boutique Designs, but I'll put you a link on. Just the website. That is plenty for me. So I'm just going to mop up. That was very watered down. It just makes the colours that little bit softer. Put my paper back underneath. I forgot to bring my blending brushes. Give me a sec. Ooh, let's see. I want a nice brown. There it is. My brown blender. So I'm just going to use scorched timber around the edge. Now I'm just going to wipe it off on my craft mat. I don't want to get it, don't want it too dark. You don't think you're getting much on there, but actually you are. It's not until you move the card that you see just how much is going on. If you blend it off on your craft mat, you can pick it back up again with your brush. There. If you wanted, you can splash a little bit more water at it. Drop more water. My mum would say water don't come in bits, it comes in drops. Unless, of course, we're talking ice. You've just done a thumbs up. Thank you, Bessie. So, stage 2. I'm going to use this fabulous background stamp. And we're going to make a panel. I'm going to ink up in Rusty Hinge. How fab is that? Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Love it. Absolutely love it. My cloth. Right. Now I'm going to put that to one side. Actually, no, we can stamp on. We can stamp on our sentiment while we're at it. Why not? And for this, I'm going to use Versafine Clair Nocturne. Rusty Hinge, I know it is, Saz. Makes me smile every time I see it. I'm going to pop that along the top. I do love the typescript of these stamps. Tracy's own design. Gorgeous. Right, I'm going to put that to one side for a sec, and I've got another piece of watercolour card. And this time I'm going to get my new best friend out. So this is a no line ink pad, and as you start colouring the image, the line disappears. So it looks a bit strong to start off with. Hi Annette. Put this on here. Look at that. So hopefully you can see that. It's very gentle, it's very subtle, but beautifully formed. And I'm going to use this block for my ink. So I'm going to use Rusty Hinge again. And I'm going to get the base of that colour on. So I've got quite a broad paintbrush, plenty of water. And you can still see the lines. It's quite magical, this stuff. So this is just giving me a base. Hi Marie. Where do you get that ink from? I got mine from Sweet Poppy Stencils. I found it at one of the shows. We went Lincoln. And I saw it there. I'd heard about it, but I hadn't actually physically seen it. And it is quite amazing. Take that line in a bit. I'm not too worried about going over the edge because we're going to cut it out. I'm trying to be a little bit careful, but I'm not being too fussy about it. Artistic license and all that. There. Now I can add a little bit of the scorched timber for the centre. Plenty of water this time. And that will bleed out to fill the centre. Fab. Now I'm going to move over to pencils. So I've got Mondelez watercolour pencils. And we can do a spot of shading. I'm just trying to find my oranges. I think I'll take that through. That's too similar. I'll take that through possibly to a red. That's too similar. How about that colour? Yeah, so we can always test it. Yeah, that's better. So I'm going to make sure this is nice and dry. You're very welcome, Ruth. So I'm going to start. That's the mid. So this is the pale. And I can lift some of that colour up. Must learn to finish sentences when I speak to you guys. It's the trouble when you're concentrating. I know. So I'm trying to keep in mind any bits where you see the flower curl. So that's my pale. Then we've got the medium. You use whatever pencils you prefer, or if you prefer to paint, watercolour it. And then onto my dark. Or deep, actually. Not dark, it's a deeper colour. I just think it's going to take me hours to write all your names down and cut them out. And if it's okay with whoever wins, and I will need to share your address with Tracy for her to post your winnings out to you. Oh, that says low power mode. Let me just check my charger. Got a dodgy connection, that's what it is. Greens. So I'm going to use, this is an olive. Nice olive green. And now I've got a finer brush. So this is so number 4. And I will have my cloth at the side of me because I don't like to have too much water. Whilst I blend these down. Thank you. I feel like I'm missing some of the conversation here, concentrating. It is a fabulous set of stamps. The whole collection is amazing. This is a very bristly brush, but actually it's really quite a nice shape. Just have to be careful not to drag any of those bits down. Colour. I'll come back to that in a second. cloths left me, so they always fall on the floor. I've got tissue. It's probably better I use tissue anyway. So just drop water onto these lovely petals. Just to blend those colours out. Watercolour pencil is so good for this colouring. Thank you. Yes, it is Pink Frog. It's a lovely card. 350 GSM. Nice and strong. Clean your brush in between. And you'll retain some of that shading. There. I think that will do just nicely. Now, there it is. Somewhere back here, I've got my bleed proof Dr. Phil Martins, but I need to dry this off first. Don't forget, you could really take your time with this, make it beautiful. So a little of the bleed proof white, blend that with some water. Just needs to be a little looser, and then I can start adding just a little bit of shading. I love the way if you use this watered down enough, you can actually blend it in with whatever you're using. Yeah, that's all I need to do with that. Yes, the pencils I'm using, Jenny, are watercolour. They're Mondelez pencils. Loads of stockists online, loads. And then I'm going to move pencils, and I'm going to put a little bit more detail on with the polychromo. This will sit on top. So I'm just flicking some more of that beautiful bright colour just onto those petals. Such fabulous flowers. Seeing a photo of Tracy's garden, I'm not surprised she likes flowers so much. Her garden is magnificent. There. So hopefully, if I can move the light, that's it. So you can see a bit more detail. And we can add a little more darkness. This is a brown. So I can just wiggle that round that end just to give us a little bit more texture. So now comes the fussy cutty time. Now, some people like to cut right up to the edge. Some people like a white line, make it look die cut. quite like that effect myself now, and I'm really getting to enjoy fussy cutting. I never ever thought I'd hear myself say that. Let's trim some of this excess card off. That's it. Let's round that end off. Ooh, do you hold your breath when you're fussy cutting? Gosh, I do. And I'm a paper mover. I think it's because I used to be a machinist years past. Maybe that has something to do with it. I know, Saz, what's happened? I don't know. I'm a bit more chilled out these days, I think. I've found lots of things I like now. I think it's just been such a long time since I did any real fussy cutting. Now I do quite a bit. Scissors falling down my fingers. Don't worry, I'm not using glitter yet. Not often anyway. I do use shiny stuff, but just not that shiny stuff. I bought some real gold leaf. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Just for special occasions, that is. And then I found some that was cheaper, and actually that's really good too. I was checking out the size, the glue. That's what I was looking for. I think Sally asked me which one I used or what was the best. So I didn't know the best, so I thought I'd try some. And so far, what I've found is absolutely amazing. But that's for another night. That's a whole different subject. Nearly done already. See, it's not so bad. The tricky bit. You always save the tricky bit for last. Being happy is it really does change your crafting. Strange, I know. Who'd have thought? I thought I was really happy, but now I'm even happier. It's lovely. It's lovely to use different stuff. It's lovely to be able to experiment. There you go. Let me just move that just out of the way for a second. We don't need that again. There's our lovely flower. Beautiful, isn't it? So here's our card. Our flower's going to go on there, but we're going to dress it too, which I haven't done much of in the past, to be honest. And I'm really enjoying that too. Ooh, that's it, wreck the joint. So first off, we need to mat and layer this card before we actually build anything. So let me try and find the card we're going to use. And I think spot of brown, some nice chocolate brown. And I need some cream. I'd like all white. I had some here, but it's disappeared. It's all right. I can get another one. It's not a problem. Plenty of that over here. There. Oh, I'm dropping everything. So I need some glue. And I'm going to use Pink Frog glue, and I love these dispensers. All the way around. Oh, fell off the bottom of the screen. Do apologise. Squiggly bit in the middle. Pop that down. I like to get a sheet of paper to give it a good rub, then I'm not upsetting everything. There you go. Thanks, Saz. So we've got Kniffy. And we need a fine matte and layer, I think, to start off with. Yeah, that's plenty. Don't cut your craft mat in half. Use a cutting mat. I suggest you don't do it with your favourite one. There. The first layer. It's stuck now. Honestly. Ooh. Can you believe whichever stamp pack you choose? Can't wait to see who wins. Goodness. In case you're wondering, you can visit this video whenever you like. It's always available, or at least it will be. Once I've checked it all out and made sure I've not been naughty, not done anything I shouldn't have done. There. Perfect. Then I'll be able to put the link up for you. And that I'll plaster everywhere. And for anybody that's not joined yet, we do have a new Facebook group called Amanda Jane Craft Club. You can post what you like in there, but mainly it's to show everybody what you've made, probably from following one of these or the workshops I run. But it's up to you. I don't mind what you put on there, and I really don't mind what stamps you use or what kit you use. That's up to you. It's an individual choice. But you're more than welcome to come and join us. See what everybody's made. It's lovely. I love looking at them. So there we have it, our matte and layered card. Now we're going to dress this one, and I'm going to use, I've got to look at that for cotton. It's super strong as well. And I've got some this is bookbinding material. It's absolutely ideal for this. Love it. I've got some little squares, some sticky 3D stickers. You can use glue. And I've got some clear glue that's going to help me keep this in control. So we could do with cutting this down first. So if I do it just a little bit bigger than the flower, I can save that bit for another card. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't know where that jumped out from. And then just literally fray it. Screw it up. That'll soften it. Plus it makes it look a lot more interesting. Look at that. Perfect. So we're going to pop that on there with some of this clear glue. Bit there. Bit there. I wonder what that was. That's what I use. So I'm just tapping that. And I've got some cotton. Now I'm sure everybody has their own way of wiggling the cotton. What I tend to do is wrap it around my fingers, change direction, wrap it a bit more, let it do its own thing. Stick it in the glue. There, like that. And then we could put some 3D pads on our flower. The only time I ever used to make stuff like this was at Sazzle's workshop. She's top at this. Brilliant fun. Now I am going to put some normal glue just on the tips. Matting and layering, don't you like it? Oh dear. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue just on those tip bits. Get all these little bits off. These actually come off quite easy, thank goodness. There. I think that would go well about there. See a little bit of that cotton. We pull it out a tad, yeah. Whilst it's still loose. Perfect. Now the one bit I did forget to do, there's always one bit, isn't there? So I'm going to use a little bit of this. We've got some on the floor. This leftover card. I knew there was something missing. And I've still got this ink on here. So I can just spritz that lightly. See, I knew it was worth not throwing that away. Thank you. Fancy forgetting a bit though. It's one good thing about putting the ink on the stamp block. I can't wait to see your makes when you get your stamps. And Tracy's amazing. Her service is just second to none, really. So I need, there it is. I knew there was another stamp somewhere hiding. And I think we'll use black for this. There. It's a bit of brown. And trim. Fab. Don't want it too perfect. Just colour that edge up. And we can add, I wonder if these will fit. I don't think they'll fit. I'll use the little squares again. Be safer. 1, 2, do it on screen so you can see. 3. There. Now we're done. Yay! Oh, bless you, Helen. I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this and it has brightened you up. So that's our original. And that's tonight's. I prefer tonight's. How lovely. So, let me show you, before we go any further, some more of these fabulous stamps. Thrinches in my little Thrinchy book. One of a kind. That's old ones. You've seen them before. Look at that periwinkle. How gorgeous is that? And the berries. I thought I'd go blue for a change. Most people go red with berries, don't they? I quite like blue. I like the colour palettes. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad you enjoyed that. And there's the small one. It's beautiful, isn't it? And look at that little heart. 3D. And the stencil behind. Foxgloves. My favourite flowers. And look at the crow. Or bird. Again with the berries. And some of those foxgloves in the back. And a little touch of gold on that one. And we've got a gorgeous stag, but it's got a stylised antlers, almost tree-like. Looking forward to seeing what you do with them. And of course, fabulous pair of wellies. For those spring mornings when it's all damp. And the owls. Look at them, Sally, sorry. 2 Sally Anns. There's a stag. You see, look, that's a similar background. And all I've done is outlined it with a gold pen. Made a heart stencil. Oh, my favourite. The Owl and the Raven having a chat on an evening branch. On a little winter berries. The pussycat from a previous set. That's it. So they are lovely, aren't it? They're the small ones. They're beautiful. So I'm looking forward to see what you do with yours. So thank you very much for joining me tonight. It's been amazing and such an honour to be able to share these new stamps with you. To see them live, to see the size, I think is important. So good luck to everybody. I'm going to go now and start writing all your names down. And I'll let you know on my Facebook page and on Tracy's who's won the choice of a set of those. Well, just one set, not all of them. You know, one packet of stamps. Which ones will you choose, I wonder? So, yeah, thumbs up if you've not done. Thank you so very much for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. I'm afraid I haven't got a live this Friday, but maybe the following Friday. We'll see. But take care now, everybody. Have a fabulous week and a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you all soon. Don't worry, Sally Ann. I'll get in touch somehow. I'm sure we can find you. Don't worry. I'm sure of it. So good night, everybody. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye now. Enjoy your new stamps. See ya.